Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we can make our own Discord.js command and event handler. And I think this video was requested by a lot of you guys because some of you guys don't have a command handler or an event handler. So this video will help you making your own Discord.js event and command handler. Remember, this is really simple. It's not even that difficult for you to do. You just have to do some basic coding inside of your index.js and in a util folder, and you should be good to go. Simple as that. I will try my best to explain everything as good as possible so everything will be clear and if there's a question you guys have or anything, go ahead and comment down below. You can join to our Discord server as well if you want to, because we help a lot of people over there as well. And lastly, just go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. This will help me to promote my video into the platform, and you guys will be able to basically promote this video to other people, so they will basically watch it as well. Anyways, without further ado, let's actually get into the video. And please make sure you follow it to the end so you won't have any problems at all. There's a repository in the description down below. You can go ahead and check it if you want to. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is basically opening my editor, and then as you can see I have a whole project here for my Discord bot. So we're going to go ahead and first make the events, because they're pretty much the most important part before we make the commands, because for the command handler we need the event handler first. So first of all, go inside of index.js, and then inside of index.js, as you can see, first thing I'm going to tell you is basically in here, you should have something like const bot or const client here. Well, in my case, I use bot. You use client or whatever. Make sure you remember what you use in here. So if I use bot in here, I'm going to remember it for later on. So in here, as you can see, this line of code in here, I'm going to make this more organized. There we go. This line of code in here said require dot, slash, I don't know, slash whatever, utils and load events, and then bot here. So you might be noticing I use bot here, and that is because I use bot for my constant. Remember I said remember the word that you used in here? Well, go on and copy the word that you remember in your memory, and then paste it in here, because this is what you're gonna do. Once you've done that, you want to make a new file instead of your utils folder. If you don't have a utils folder, then go and create it. Instead of the utils folder, create a file named loadevents.js. Once you create it, go on and open the GitHub repository in the description down below and copy and paste loadevents.js file from there instead of here. After you know that, save it. But there is one tweaking you should make sure about before we close this window. So as I mentioned, if you use client in here, you have to go on and use client everywhere instead of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and search for bot in my code, and as you can see, I use bot here, I use bot here as well. So I'm going to go ahead, if I use client, I'm going to replace this with client. I'm going to replace this with client as well. However, though, I don't use client in here, as you notice. I use const bot, so I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to make it the way it was. There we go. Save it, and then quit from here. Once you've done that, you're basically done. Your event handler should be working without any problems. However, we don't have an events folder yet. So go ahead and make an events folder, and then inside your events folder, the name of the files you're going to put has to be in JavaScript format, and they have to be the event name. So if I want to have the message event, I have to put the exact name message.js. So if I want to have a message update event, I have to put message update.js. If I want a ready event, I have to put ready.js. So instead of every single one of these, there is one template we're going to use. So let's go ahead and start off with ready.js first. In here, as you can see, I use model exports equal to bot. Like I said, if you use client, replace it with client. And then I said console.log bot is online, right? So this is the template we're going to use. I'm going to close this. The template model export is going to be used. We're going to use this template for every single one of our event file. So if I want to have another event like message delete .js, I have to go ahead and paste this here, and then I'm going to go ahead and replace this. I'm not going to replace this because this has to be always in every single one of your files. I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I need to add an option inside of my event, and that is the message that was deleted. So I'm going to go ahead and do message here, and perfecto, you're done. You added your option, or the method, or some people call it parameter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You have to put the code for message to delete inside of here, and congratulations, there you go. This is your event handler. Now for my ready.js, I'm going to just put console.log bot is online. And like I said, if you want to have multiple parameters, then just go on and make a bracket and add the options. Once we're done this, we have to go to our message event, and you should be able to also copy every single event that you have inside of your index.js to here and make an event for it, separate files. Every single one of them has to be separate, and then paste all of it instead of the model exports. So as you can see, I use async as well because some of them require async. If you want to use a wait inside of your code, you have to use async. So don't forget about that. And I have one parameter, so I'm going to go ahead and use the bracket. And as you can see, there's a message inside of the bracket as a parameter. And voila, pretty much it. We're done. You have your event handler, and everything should be working without any problem. Now that we're done with the event handler, we have to start off with the command handler. So the command handler is actually pretty much similar to the event handler, and then obviously they're going to be making a new file. I'm going to call it load events.js inside of my utils, but we're going to get to that in a second. So go to index.js, and then in here, as I mentioned, for the event handler, you have to make sure to remember what you used in here. Const bot. I use bot, so I'm going to remember the word bot instead of my memory. So as you can see in here, I use const load commands, right? So const load commands equal to require, and then it's going to require the load commands file instead of our utils folder. If you haven't made one, then go ahead and make one. Then you need to go on and go here, and then make this before exactly bot.login or client.login. Make it load commands, and then instead of the bracket, put bot or client. So like I said, I use bot in here, so I'm going to put bot. If you use client, then go on client instead of here. As I said, make a new file inside of your utils folder and call it load commands.js. Click on it, and as you can see, there's a whole lot of code in here. Copy the source code from the description down below in the GitHub repository, and then paste it. However, though, we need to do a little bit of a tweaking. Like I said, if you use client in here, now bot, then go on and remember the word client inside of your memory, and then paste it and replace it with every single word bot you see inside of this file. So I find bot here, I'm going to replace it with client. And I found bot here as well. I'm going to replace it with client. Same as here, client. But I'm not going to do that because I used bot, and there we go. Every single thing is going to be here. It's going to be bot. After you've done all of these, go and save it. And now you have to make a new folder called command. Make a folder, and then once you make a new folder, I have a template command called test.js. The command name has to be the file name. However, you can put any file name you want because we're not going to exactly use this as the command name. This is just like a file name only. It's not going to be really necessary. It's just like a file name basically. It's not going to really impact anything. So, and then once you're in here, go on and make a new file. I'm going to call mine test.js. As you can see, I use model exports.run and then model exports.config. We need all of these for every single one of files we make. Instead of the model exports.config has to be the information for the command, which is the command name and the aliases of the command. Before we proceed and do something else here, we have to go ahead and go back to our message event. And then here, as you can see, so what you want to do is basically going instead of your message event, and then instead of a message event, you should see these two lines of codes in mine, which is the command file. And if the command file existing, then it's going to go to run the command file. This is really important if you want for your command system to work or command handler. You need to go on and copy and paste these two lines of the codes, or 4 lines of the codes actually, from the description down below, from the source code, and then paste them inside of your message event at the end of it probably. And it doesn't matter as long as it's inside of it, and it's like, yeah, I prefer putting it again so it's more organized. And then let's go on and paste it. However, though, you have to go on and replace bots. Like we have bot here, we have bot here. Let me actually just search for bot. We have a lot of bots here, right? You need to go on and replace the bots, replace them with client. If you use client instead of your index.js, I use bot in my index.js, const bot equal to new discord.client. If you use client, then like const client equal to discord.client, then go on and replace the bot in here with client. And same thing is here as well. Here. Everything that is like bot in here basically. But I'm not going to change anything because I use bot for my new discord.client. So, and as you can see, I passed bot. Well, I mean, like I said, you have to replace bot with client if you use client. And then in here we have message, which obviously has to be passed, and the argument, which is really important for the argument system you have. So as you can see, I have argument system in here. I have args, message array, slice. So basically, whatever argument system you have, put it at the end of, put it at the next, like next to the message, like me. You probably should have an argument system. It's really important to have argument system. And anyways, after you've done this, you just have to go down and save your file. Then go back to the test.js file that we just talked about. So in here, I put the name. In the name, we have to put the command name. So in here, you have to put just a code for a normal bot. So let me just say, like, for example, message the channel.send. Yeah, like it will work without any problems. You can just like do anything you want. Console log. Okay, it will work without any problems. And you made yourself a Discord bot with the command handler and event handler. And the next part is model exports.config. This is really important because this is what you're gonna put for the command name and the aliases of the command. So in here, I put the name as test, and then in the aliases, I'm gonna put the name testing, something like that. And if I want to put multiple ones, I have to just do this and then add a new one, and I'm gonna call it test 1 2 3 or 3. If you don't want any aliases, just go ahead and delete everything, and this should be the only thing left out of it if you don't want any aliases whatsoever. Go ahead and save your file, and everything should be working without any problems. I think that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and go on to share it with your friends if this video helped you, so they can also do the same thing and learn it. Comment down below what you thought about today's video, and join your Discord server if any questions or problems. We'll help a lot of people over there, and it's a lot faster to help over there as well. It's more organized, and it's just easier to help people in general. Anyways, this is pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. This is Dashcraft, and I'm out.